What's happening, guys? This is the Grandmaster of Faster, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Stadium. In this episode, we're going to finish up the Ultra Ball tournament in the Round 2 Prime Cup. And yeah, things are going to get difficult with a capital D, let me tell you. Well, no use avoiding it. Let's go. Battle number 5 is against Labman, and he's got some pretty tough Pokemon, I must say. I'm going to lead off with Tauros because none of his Pokemon have any fighting attacks, which is very, very good. I will also bring in Starmie as well, just in case that Exeggutor comes out and I need to hit it with the Blizzard. And for my last Pokemon, I'm going to bring in Jolteon.
We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get white hot. Begin round 5.
Alright, and he's leading off with his Exeggutor, level 100, Grass and Psychic type, with the moves Reflect, Toxic, Leech Seed, and Mega Drain. Exeggutor is really, really bulky, but it is quite vulnerable against ice attacks. And thankfully it decided to waste a turn setting up Reflect. I was worried that it was going to use either Toxic or Leech Seed. Although it's probably going to use it next turn. No, it's actually going to go for the Mega Drain. Now the question is, how much damage will that do? Not much! Alright. So it doesn't look like Exeggutor is going to pose much of a threat at all. So one more Blizzard and this thing is going down, particularly since it was a critical hit. 1 down and 2 to go. What is his next Pokemon? He is going to send out Snorlax. Oh dear. This could be troublesome. Snorlax is at level 100. It is a normal type with the moves Rest, Bide, Body Slam, and Earthquake. Basically what this thing will try to do is it will use Bide and it will stall for a couple of turns, and after that it's going to unleash energy on you, equal to twice the amount of damage you dealt it. And then, just for sheer annoyance, it's going to hit you with, it's going to heal itself with Rest, which is really, really irritating to deal with. Now, I did paralyze it with Thunder Wave, but, and this is a big but, if it uses Rest, then it is going to not only restore its HP, but it will also cure its paralysis by forcing itself to go to sleep for 2 turns. And that's not something I want to deal with. This Snorlax is easily going to be his most Snorlax is easily his most dangerous Pokemon. And yeah, I forgot, Starmie has nothing but special attacks, so that's really not going to work.
What's this?
Yeah, I didn't expect Blizzard to do all that much. And it's gonna go for the Body Slam, that's annoying.
What now?
Ugh, that did a lot. Yikes. Alright, I'm going to take a chance and switch out to Jolteon.
They strike fighting poses.
I could hit him with Double Kick, or I could run the risk of getting hit with Earthquake. And if Jolteon gets hit by an Earthquake, there's no chance it's going to survive. No, it does go for the Body Slam. And it got a critical hit on me! Ugh, that's irritating. And that is not good. I was hoping I would keep Jolteon around for a little longer. But since it's paralyzed, I know I'm going to be faster than it. Well, I was going to be faster than it regardless because Snorlax is incredibly slow. Body Slam should do a good amount of damage to it. And provided it doesn't use Rest, I should be able to KO it. And thankfully it didn't paralyze me. So one more Body Slam and this thing is going down. Alright, Tauros. Do a Body Slam. And that is going to KO Snorlax. Well, thankfully it didn't use Rest, but it heavily damaged Tauros and it KO'd Jolteon. So it could have gone a lot better. Alright, his last Pokemon is going to be Porygon. Level 100, normal type, with the moves Recover, Conversion, Double Edge, and Blizzard. This is a rather unusual Pokemon. If it uses Conversion, then it's going to copy the opponent's type. And thankfully, I got a critical hit Body Slam, which was nice. No way it's going to use Recover at full health, but it is going to strike back with Blizzard, and I think that's going to kill me. Then again, maybe not. Alright, provided this Body Slam hits, I'll have won. And thankfully it did. Porygon is one of his easier Pokemon, but you still shouldn't underestimate it because it's got passable special attack. But yeah, that battle is annoying because he really likes to restore his Pokemon's HP. Alright, with that over and done with, we are ready to continue on to battle number 6. Battle number 6 is against Cool Female, and she has a lot of grass Pokemon out there. So I am going to lead off with Alakazam. But just in case, I'll bring in Starmie to deal with that Kabutops. I would have sent Exeggutor, but I'm worried about getting hit by Blizzard. So Alakazam is an obvious choice for leading off. We're gonna use Starmie and Tauros as well.
The field is thinning out. We're into round 6.
The problem with this particular trainer is that she really likes to use status ailments. Case in point, this Vileplume here can be rather irritating. It is level 100, grass poison type with the moves Acid, Petal Dance, Sleep Powder, and Double Edge. It's honestly one of her easier Pokemon to deal with, and that's mainly because it's so slow. But some of her Pokemon have pretty dangerous moves. Now, it doesn't appear that she can switch out to a Pokemon that resists Psychic, or maybe she will. No, never mind. I was worried that she might have switched out to Slowbro. That Slowbro is going to be really irritating to deal with if she has picked it. One Pokemon down, and 2 left.
The next Pokemon is
What is her next Pokemon going to be? Is it going to be another grass type? No, it's going to be Electabuzz. Electabuzz is at level 100. It is an electric type with the moves Thunder Punch, Thunder Wave, Strength, and Reflect. Chances are it's going to use Reflect to increase its defense. Well, no, it doesn't increase defense. It makes it so that all physical attacks get cut in half. And I had a feeling that was going to happen. Even paralyzed, I still think I can take out this Electabuzz using Alakazam, because yeah, I am still faster than it, even if paralyzed. Alright, Psychic actually did a pretty good number on it. Oh, Strength, that's gonna hurt. Alright, then again, maybe not. Let's go ahead and see if we can recover a little bit of HP. And thankfully, I haven't gotten fully paralyzed yet. And even more thankfully, Electabuzz did. Alright, let's see if we can hit it with another Psychic. I want to try and make it so that I can get at least one more continue. Case in point, I don't want Alakazam to be KO'd, and at this rate, I think I might be doing a pretty good job. But I have a hunch that fate will come to collect before too long. Alright, last Pokemon, Venusaur. Level 100, Grass Poison type, with the moves Leech Seed, Razor Leaf, Hyper Beam. Speak of the devil! Oh, critical hit, Hyper Beam. Alakazam did not have a prayer. Well, so much for getting another continue. I was about to say that this Venusaur can be very tough to deal with. Razor Leaf has a high chance of getting a critical hit, as you know. Hyper Beam hits hard, but will require a turn to charge. And it's going to use Toxic and Razor Leaf to whittle down your HP. So this is easily one of her tougher Pokemon. And thankfully, Blizzard, well, unthankfully I should say, it didn't do nearly as much damage as I had hoped. But thankfully he did have to spend a turn to recharge so I can get a free hit on him. Yeah, in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow, if Hyper Beam KO'd an opponent, it didn't require a turn to charge. And that was changed for Stadium and the games from there on out. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that hit pretty hard. Let's see if a Body Slam can take it out. If Tauros does get KO'd, I know Starmie can pick up the slack. And there we go! Down goes Venusaur. Although I won, I was a little disappointed that I didn't get an extra continue. But not really much I can do about that. Alright. The penultimate battle is upon us. And it is against our old friend Bird Boy, and it looks like he's got one legendary bird left to use against us. His Pokemon definitely have more diversity in terms of their movesets. So I'm going to lead off with Jolteon, I'm going to use Rhydon, and I'm also going to bring in Starmie.
This is it, the semi-finals! No one wants to lose, having come this far.
Well, I certainly don't want to lose. And it looks like he's going to lead off with his Fearow, level 100. Normal flying type with the moves Drill Peck, Mirror Move, Takedown, and Growl. Drill Peck is pretty strong. 3 HP, are you serious? How did you survive with 3 hit points left? That was a stabbed Thunderbolt, so that was times 4 effective against that Fearow. Well, no matter. It's gonna get zapped out of the sky anyway. The question is, does he have Moltres with him? Because that's where the real danger is going to be in this fight. And just as I said, Moltres is at level 100. It is a fire and flying type with the moves Fire Blast, Fly, Swift, and Fire Spin. And thankfully I did manage to paralyze it because Fire Blast is gonna hurt. Especially a critical hit. Oh man. Nothing but ashes left of Jolteon. I really wish I could have kept it around a little longer. I could bring out Starmie, but I think Rhydon would be the safer bet. And that's mainly because I have a quad advantage over it. And because it's paralyzed, it can outspeed me with Fire Spin. So I'm going to see how much a Rock Slide will do. Moltres does have alright defense, but at times 6 Rock Slide, yeah, it goes down. No, it didn't take much. It only took 1 hit. Unfortunately, I had to sacrifice Jolteon in order to pull it off. And his last Pokemon is not really going to be much of an issue. Pidgeot, level 100. Normal flying type with the moves Fly, Mirror Move, Hyper Beam, and Sand Attack. If you are using rock Pokemon, you'll want to be careful of Golbat because it does have Mega Drain, and that can spell trouble for your rock Pokemon. Alright, I just have to hope and pray that another Rock Slide can hit before Sand Attack reduces my accuracy too much. No, it's gonna go for the Fly instead. So it doesn't use Sand Attack. Fly is not going to do anything to Rhydon. So, yeah, I don't have much to worry about at all.
What now?
My only worry is if Rock Slide will miss, which hopefully it won't. No! In fact, I get another pointless critical. I should start keeping a counter of how many times that happens. But that doesn't matter. We are done. And that means we have one fight left. And if you've seen the previous videos, you know who it's up against, and, yeah, I'll say nothing more than that, because he is going to be quite the challenge. Alright, here we go. The final battle against Cool Mail. He has an incredibly tough team, I'm not going to lie, but 3 of his Pokemon are weak, or are at a disadvantage to Rhydon, so I will for sure bring Rhydon along with me. As for the other 2 Pokemon, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring Tauros to lead off with. Then I'll bring Rhydon for backup. And last, but certainly not least, I'm going to bring Exeggutor to deal with that Gengar.
This is it, the final battle! Who will bask in the glory of the championship?
Alright, he's going to lead off with his Electrode. That's a promising sign. So obviously I have to switch to Rhydon. Electrode is at level 100. It is an electric type with the moves Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Reflect, and Explosion. Not really all that much it can do against a rock and ground Pokemon. So I'm going to hit it with an Earthquake. And it's just gonna commit suicide. Well, isn't that special? Ha! It only did 70 damage to me. And that is it for Electrode. He really did my work for me, let's be honest.
What will the next Pokemon
That is a
be?
very good question. What will your next Pokemon be? You are going to send out Gengar! Gengar is at level 100 with the moves. It is a Ghost Poison type with the moves Confuse Ray, Psychic, Mega Drain, and Explosion. Again with the explosions, dude. Other than Confuse Ray, I can pretty much wall it with Exeggutor and strike back at it with super effective damage thanks to Psychic. I'm not going to bother putting it to sleep because I know Psychic will do a lot of damage. Oh wow, you're going to use Psychic on a Psychic Pokemon? I'm so scared. So the Psychic attack is going to do a little under half, not as much damage as I would have hoped. But let's try it again. Oh, you are going to switch. And you are going to send Charizard. Well, that's just fine. I'm not too concerned about Charizard. Charizard is at level 100. It is a fire flying type with the moves Flamethrower, Slash, Fly, and Toxic. Charizard is very fast and it's got decent special, but it really doesn't have a great move pool overall. Once again, it can't do anything to a Rhydon. Well, it can, but it can only do ineffective damage, and
How will this swap
Let's see if we
affect
can
the outcome?
hit it with a rock slide. Oh, it's gonna go for toxic and be a
Oh,
jerk.
toxic.
But it will completely miss.
Didn't work.
Yeah, ×6 super effective damage. This Charizard has no chance of surviving, and indeed it does not.
Is it down and out?
So now the only Pokemon he has
There's a
left
difference
is
in the
that
number of
Gengar.
reserve Pokemon.
And I guess I could try for an Earthquake,
We're down to
although
the
it's
last
entirely
Pokemon.
pointless to do
The
so.
remaining
Oh, what the
Pokemon
heck?
count is 3-1.
Let's see if I can pull it
The
off.
battle has become one-sided.
Nope, he's gonna use Mega Drain. So bye-bye, Rhydon. Well, you did what I needed you to, so I'm happy. I just realized I don't think I got a single perfect throughout this entire tournament. And if that's the case, I'm not really enthusiastic about the Master Ball tournament because, yeah, that's gonna get pretty difficult.
The remaining Pokemon stock is
So let's hit it with the Psychic.
Combatants are making sparks fly.
And once again, you're just gonna get into a psychic warfare with me.
The attack wasn't effective.
And unfortunately, wasn't paying attention to this. Oh, critical hit! There we go!
Going down.
Forget what I said about you recovering your HP with Mega Drain. That was entirely pointless.
The champion has been decided.
Oh yeah, I feel much better now. Yeah, the final battle was pretty easy, actually. In fact, the second half was not nearly as difficult as I thought it would be. So that's okay. And with that, we have won our Ultra Ball trophy in the Prime Cup Round 2. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to get the Master Ball trophy, and oh dear God, I'm not looking forward to that. See you guys next time. Hey, did you like what you saw? Then be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter for updates on my videos. Also, do you want to record LP videos like me? Then check out my kit page for my go-to equipment for recording.